So it's not 8:15. If you were waiting for 8:15 and then time went by, we're here now. Hi.
Hello.
Is anyone here? Okay.
Let's see.
Do I just start talking?
Yeah. Well, maybe wait like a minute or two,
Okay.
right? But we don't have to say, hi, Facebook Live. Look at nothing.
Hello, Facebook Live.
Where's Rob? I thought Rob was coming.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Jeff is here. Oh, here we go.
Rob. Oh, my friend.
What's up, Jeffy? How you doing?
So, for those of you who just tuned in, I'm going to be talking about light language.
This is Sarah's show today, by the way. For any of my friends, this is all about Sarah. I'm going to be kind of quiet for once.
Jen's going to be very respectful.
Mm-hmm.
And so probably most people don't know what light language is, would you say?
No. Yeah. I don't even know if I could define it. I'm pretty smart.
So for those of you who don't know me and who are tuning in, I am a channeler for a collective consciousness called Amana, and I do intuitive counseling work, and I guess you would say I'm a medium. So the thing is, most people don't know what channeling is. So before I get into explaining light language, I think, should I explain a little bit what channeling is?
Yeah.
So at any point, if anyone wants to comment, I would love that. I'd love your comments and your
Only
feedback.
nice comments, my friends.
Yes, nice, loving, light-filled comments. So channeling is something that we can all do. Basically, we're all connected to the light of oneness. We're all connected. We are all able to channel information. And the best way I explain it when I teach classes is, if you're creative, if you're an artistic, creative person, even if you're not creative and you're saying, I'm not creative, you're able to get wisdom, right? Everybody's able to get to that place of being in the zone. Wouldn't you say that's correct?
Yeah.
That you felt like, wow, I'm in the zone. I'm in the zone. And what does that mean, being in the zone, right?
Flowing. Everything's working.
When you're in the zone, what happens, Jen?
The auto zone.
Yes, you don't think, right? Auto zone, get in the zone. This is what happens when
that's from a Pilates teacher. That's not my joke.
So we can be silly though. It's okay.
It's good to be
We're
silly.
allowed to be
silly is spiritual,
yes.
Right?
Yes, we can be totally serious. So when you're in the zone, what happens? You don't think, right? Your mind shuts off. And a lot of times people who are taking psychic development or want to raise their intuitive abilities, the one thing that cuts that off, can you take a guess? Anybody? Jen?
Doubt.
Oh.
Fear.
Oh.
Not enough sleep. Processed food.
Yes.
Those disrupt my flow.
All of those
then
things.
I'm not in the flow.
Right, but also busy mind, right?
Busy mind.
Busy mind and judging ourselves.
Yeah,
a lot of times when you take a class, a spiritual or psychic development class, you sit next to someone and you're immediately like, oh my God, they're better than me.
True.
And I'm not going to get what they can get, So that cuts you off from receiving information. Am I too close?
Yeah, so your head doesn't chop off.
Is my head
better
now?
Now we got your...
My head's better now. Yay. I don't have big head. Little head, big head.
I have a big head. I have a meaty face. You have a thin face. That's one of my things. Our things. Faceology. But we'll do a separate on that. But different people with different face shapes are often attracted to people with the same face shapes. So a lot of my exes and loves have like the same face shape as me, like round or like squarish round.
Mine's not totally.
You're thin. You're more like like an oval. I'd want a little more oval in my situation. I'm a little too round, but anyway.
That will be a separate Facebook Live.
Facebook. How to find your soulmate based on your face shape.
FB faceology. FB. So all right. So when you want to develop your intuitive skills, the thing that happens is that your mind, the judging, doubt-filled mind, will cut you off from receiving. So to increase your intuition, to amplify your ability to channel information, what do you have to do? You have to open up your heart and quiet your mind. It sounds easy, but for a lot of people it's not. Would you say that's accurate?
Yeah. Most probably.
Yeah. So I'm going to tie that in, but what I was saying before about what channeling is, it's really the ability to receive source. And we all have that ability because, why? We are of source. We are that. So we all have that ability to take information in. Some of you have experienced this. Maybe you're having a conversation with a friend and all of a sudden you're saying these wise things and you're like, oh my God, where is this coming from, right?
Yeah.
Or sometimes you're writing.
Definitely.
I know you've gotten like a lot of creative writing.
Or even voice message. I sent you a voice message and I'm like,
I was
in the shower, right?
Yeah.
Remember a couple of weeks ago or so? I was in the shower. I was thinking of you.
Water.
And I just I got to tell you because it felt everything that was coming to me for an hour. Was
the water raises your vibration. That's why, because it's a conductive. But so that ability to take in information, and it can come in all different forms. Now, the reason why we want to let go of the mind and open up the heart is because the heart is the gateway in which you receive source. Okay, so what channeling is when you open up your heart and allow source to enter. That's what channeling is. Now, trance channeling, okay, what I do, this is not just channeling, this is allowing a consciousness to enter my being, to take over my physicality, right? So when you see me channel Amana, I act different, right? My voice changes, my body moves. That's trance channeling. I am a trance channel, okay?
That's pretty cool.
And
if you haven't seen her channel, it's one of the coolest things I've ever seen in my entire life. So, I've seen some cool things. It's really cool.
Hi, Ria. Hi. So please say hi. I like love.
And I'll respond to all comments and texts after. I don't want to interrupt her.
I love love. Do you love love?
Yeah.
So yes. So now, okay, when I'm channeling, right? I'm not thinking and my consciousness is pulled back. Okay? And part of the way that I connect to Amana, the consciousness, and please, if you have any questions, hi Vito.
I am here, you are we, and you are me, and we are all together.
If you have any questions throughout this, we're talking about light language, we're talking about channeling. What is light language? What is channeling? I'm going to do a live demo with Jen, and I'm going to ask for the audience to participate if you'd like to. But
and give your feedback and tell us what you experienced.
Yeah,
that's what I'm going to do.
So when I first started to connect to Amana, before I really knew what it was and what I was doing, or that I was even a channel, it came through what I call light language. Okay, so now part of the reason why I'm doing this Facebook Live is to demystify and de-kookify light language and channeling. Okay, because to the regular community, it's freaky, deaky, weird.
Even to me, it's a little confusing, and I'm kind of deep into this stuff.
It might be confusing, but you accept it. Like, you don't think it's like, you're not like, oh, that's scary, right? Because you embrace it. But
scary to not be open to it. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
But some people might, think it's strange. So I feel like one of my purposes is to give it a voice and normalize it for people. What are people? Thank you so much for doing this live. Yay!
The real deal live.
Yes. So part of this also is that I have a workshop coming up June 14th. It's a light language class, and I feel like maybe people don't really know what that is or what light language is, so I kind of wanted to educate you and show you, so if you're interested, you can come for the full class, okay?
And all the benefits of light language.
Yes, so, which is a good point, so that's what I'm going to explain. So, but first, I'll explain when I first started to connect to Amana, it came through light language. I started to hear words. Then I started to speak them. What are people saying? Hello. They're watching. Hello, they're watching. So it started to come through words, and really I started writing them, and then I started hearing them, and then it was so much in my consciousness that I couldn't help speak it, okay? So then I was able to speak it in front of people, and they kind of, I guess for validation, they all were like, you're not crazy, that actually sounds like a real language. So I am going to speak it tonight. You are going to hear me speak it.
And now everyone and their mother is speaking light language?
Yes. So over the years, hashtag light language. So over the years, if you're just tuning in, we're talking about what is light language. I'm going to speak it tonight, do a live demo. I'm going to talk about the benefits of it and, demystify it and make it less weird for you. So over the years, this was about 6 years ago, 7 years ago, I don't know, something like that. It wasn't that common. If you went on YouTube, you could find it. People speaking, and you could Google, and you could go on YouTube and hear it. There's all kinds of light language. There's all different, I guess, sounds. Sounds different, almost like French, German, Spanish would sound. So,
Sorry, I put too much on me. I was trying to get more of you in. Okay.
Both of us. Yeah. So, hi, Deb, yay, hi. So, what was I saying? Oh, no, it's okay.
Oh, you can find it on YouTube.
Oh, so you could find it on YouTube, and you could still, if you go on YouTube, you could hear a lot of people speaking light language. There's people who give light language transmissions and upgrades. I attended one of Sarah's workshops, and it opened up a whole new world for me. Yay.
And that's a big point of it.
Yeah, so Tammy, she came and she was able to really tune in. So, all right, so what is the purpose of light language? Before I get into that, what is it exactly, right? Hi Deb. So when you go on YouTube, you can hear it, but it's almost like, what am I listening to? Mm-hmm. What is this? Mm-hmm. And some of you, maybe you've heard me speak it as Amana, and logically it doesn't make sense because we can't speak light language from the mind. Mm-hmm. So what I've come to understand through my own, I guess, channeled answers, because no one ever said, Sarah, this is what light language is, although there are definitions of it, I guess, if you Googled it. Mm-hmm. It is the language of the higher intelligence. It's the language of the soul, okay? So we speak English, which is, I guess you would say, third dimensional, of a lower vibration. Mm-hmm. Light language is of a higher vibration, and it's universal. So it's a soul language. So when you speak it, you're speaking, like when I'm going to speak it to Jen, I'm speaking to her soul, okay? So on a conscious level, Jen is not understanding it, is not interpreting it from her mind, right, but her soul, her higher self knows what I'm saying. So the purpose, this is getting to the purpose of why we speak it and why we want to listen, it's for developing your connection to your soul self and developing your connection to your intuition. Does that make sense? Hello. So
I always feel more in tune and more intuitive after attending one of your classes.
Yay.
Yeah. Well, something's going on.
Yeah. A lot of people have said that. They say, you know, I don't understand what you're saying, but I feel good. Right? So I might have forgotten what you said.
And the sounds can change your cells and change your neurology and your neurotransmitters. Yes. Just the feelings you get by listening.
Yes, that's a really good point. That's an excellent point. So not only is it a way to raise your vibration, increase your intuition, because you're using your heart, not your mind. Remember, we said in the beginning, your mind cancels out source. But when you're listening to light language, your mind can understand it. So it's forcing you to listen with your heart. It's like, oh, the mind's like, oh. So it's almost like you're blindfolded and you have to use your other senses.
I like that.
Right?
You look like the Bird Box lady.
Oh, yeah. That was good. That was a good
one. I'm like, is this Bird Box challenge?
Bird Box. Light language Bird Box. Yeah, so you're forced. So when people came to my light language class, Sarah's classes are fantastic. Yay!
Great.
So when you come to the class, and we're practicing, you're forced to use your other senses. Now back to what Jen said, she said it works on a cellular level. Yes. So the light language not only increases your intuition, if you listen to it a lot, it's actually healing. It's giving you a healing. So I don't know if he's still watching, Rob. Not our Rob, different Rob. My friend Rob Lynch. He told me he listened to light language, me singing in light language for 2 weeks, and he had chronic headaches for years that went away.
Oh, you told me about this one.
Yeah. It's pretty awesome.
His headaches went away after your light language, right?
Yeah.
That's wow.
And I've had people, I use it in my healing, so I do healing as well, channeling Amana. And so how is it doing that, right?
Right.
So really, it's an embodiment of light. Light language is an embodiment of light, and light is used for healing. So Sarah is naturally attuned to divine energy. You always bring a smile with your energy.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Phoenix.
That's why I'm friends with her.
I love you. Oh, thanks. So it's working on a cellular level, an intuitive level, and also a personal level. So what we're going to do tonight is it's going to be kind of a mini example of what I do in my light language workshop. That's June 14th. I sit with a group of people, okay? The last class I had a nice group, it was about 10 people. And I have an individual, one person come up to me, and I will read them in light language. I will speak light language to them. All they have to do, I'm going to do it on Jen tonight. All they have to do is sit there, okay? And then the rest of the group is going to not just wait for their turn, right? They're going to open up their hearts and see if they can intuit what's being said to Jen.
Right.
So it's almost like they're going to see if they can hear a message. And the last time we did this was pretty cool because we had people having similar messages. So I'd have one person sit here and everyone would get a vision or a message and it would correspond and correlate. So this is pretty cool. How is that happening? Right? How is that happening? It's kind of like, it's validating that there is an actual emission of energy. It's not just gibberish, that there's actually an emission of energy that's creating a vision or creating a message. Because it's just encoded energy. That's
and I will say too, I just have to butt in and just say this.
No, go ahead.
Like their videos online, she knows. I'm like, I don't know. But in person, her classes, it's like an experience.
Yay!
It's kind of like looking at a picture of sushi and like eating sushi. Totally different for me. It's like, fish, rice, seaweed, light language, like not but like, But in person, I definitely I feel much different. So like, I'll feel like kind of floaty and free for maybe like a few hours to days after hearing your channeling in light language. That's so beautiful. For anyone that's seen it online or Instagram or whatever,
it's different.
I almost think it's like for me, this is my solid perspective, like it's like not a good representation because you have to really be in the presence. I feel like her energy is very contagious. Like I trained someone and then you came by to the gym and it's like right away, it's like, we're going from this energy to this energy, and like you have a really positive energy. I think a lot of people are commenting and saying that on your thread.
Thank you.
So for anyone that you really have to do it in person.
Should be my manager,
right? Hey, well, I'll do it.
No, but she brings up a good point. So yeah, if you can watch things in a video, but the energy is different when you're
so
there.
Much different. Yeah.
So it's the energy of Amana is a high vibration, and it's working with your own energy to release expired stuff. So I like to say when people come, it's almost like we are snow globes. I always say this. And a lot of times things have settled and we just need to shake up our energy so we can kind of release and let things go. So we can say, when they have settled, we can't feel them as much. They're kind of settled. So if we shake up the energy, then we can look around and say, this doesn't belong, or this doesn't belong. And that's what Amana likes to do, shake up and raise people's energy.
Right, it's true. I could use that.
Yeah.
I could use that today.
So, again, we're explaining what light language is. I'm going to do a demo. Does anyone have any questions on what language is in general? I agree with you being in the company. Aw, thanks, Deb. Yes, Jen, so true. Yay. Okay. So what I would like from the people who are watching, if you want to, after I speak to Jen, if you want to tune in, like while I'm speaking to her, okay? If you open up your heart and feel what's being said, right?
Right. Don't try to listen and translate, Google Translate. Right. Don't do Google Translate, right?
Yeah, you're not going to find a Google Translate for light language, although somebody should invent that. That would have saved me a lot of time.
Right.
Also, people have asked me specific words, what they mean in light language. Sometimes I will get translation when I tune in. It's almost like a feeling, and then it'll become a translation. What are your comments like on yours? I'm curious. Is anyone saying
a lot of people in and out, and Jeff had something a while ago, but I'm trying not to be one of those people. Really enjoying this information. The both of you are doing great. Thank you, Brian George. Hallelujah. I love it. Hi, Genoese Bill. Yes, the face shape thing is something I've always observed. Liz knows what's up. Liz knows what's up. She's a really smart girl. Bill and me are thins. Yes, you are both thins. Only Italian food, Bill. Bill, I hope you've been eating fruits and vegetables. We'll talk on Wednesday. I'm looking out for you. Alon. A lot of people. Hi, Sarah and Jen. Hi, Marianne, if you're still here. I don't like to do the hi.
Yeah.
So nothing of substance. Sorry to insult everybody in Facebook land, but you gotta say something of substance because I didn't read in this.
All right, so why don't we, I think now, for everyone who's watching, thank you for staying tuned.
Yeah.
We're going to get to the best part
That's
now.
the good part.
We're getting to the good part. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to speak light language. I'm going to connect with Jen. And then maybe I'll speak some to the audience too. But first, we'll talk to Jen and give her a message in light language. Then I'm going to ask her what she felt.
Okay.
And then, right?
And I'll be honest.
And then I'm going to, I think then we'll tune into the audience and see what they felt, what they think the message was for her. And then, is everybody down to do that? I would love for you guys to do that.
I'm up for it.
They're down now with my daughter, yay. And then after we do that, I'll give my version of what I felt. And then maybe I can speak some light language to the group if they want to.
All right.
Okay?
There's a lot of conversation about the face shapes going on in mine.
Oh yeah, well we should, this is not the face shape one, we will do that.
Yeah.
But that's a great idea.
Yeah, bring couples on and analyze their faces. My whole cockamamie 13-person theory. That's 13 couples with the face-shaped theory.
Okay. So I feel like I need to face you.
Okay. Should I close my eyes?
I feel like you should be facing me.
Okay.
I would like can you guys see us?
We'll do quarter turns. We don't do side face to the camera. And we'll do a little farther back.
Yeah.
Okay, so like this.
Should
yeah. Come in a little bit.
Because I feel like I'm gonna want to face
cut you off.
Can they see me if I'm like this?
Turn more this way, and we'll get more on my side face. Yeah, can we do that?
Is that good?
Yeah. Unless you're okay with the side of your face on. Yeah. All right.
Can you see me?
I can see you.
Okay.
Should I be looking at you or should I?
No, you could close your eyes.
Okay.
Yeah. You know, and the good thing about closing your eyes, I did an activity in class. Where we did blindfold, and I've done that in classes before, and it's great when you close your eyes because your other senses aren't working.
Right.
You have to.
Well, I'm always thinking, so
So this should be interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
just shut up and close my eyes.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everybody who's watching, you can tune in to what's being. Open up your heart space. Take a nice deep breath.
Can I move a little bit?
Yeah, you can do whatever you want.
Okay.
I think and sometimes too when I sit with people they get a little anxious.
Yeah, I like to move around a little.
Yeah, sometimes the last time we did this, I sat with a guy and he's like, I could feel his anxiety, and I said, "Are you nervous?" He's like, "I'm freaking out."
Oh my God!
So part of that, if you're feeling anxiety now, and at any point, if you feel anxiety when I start speaking the light language, insert substance. At any point you feel anxiety. Part of that is you're feeling massive amounts of energy, okay? Imagine if God walked into the room right now. This is not a joke. It's not like a punchline. But I'm just saying, it would be such a high vibration.
Yo, if God walked into a bar.
Yeah, exactly. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying there's such massive amount of energy that it's like almost like your human parts are rising up. They're rising up to receive that. So you might experience that as a rapid heart rate or anxiety. And also there's a healing going on. Sometimes people even cough. All of a sudden when I'm channeling, people start coughing. They're like, where's this cough? You're releasing, you're coughing. So that's all part of
better this way than that the other direction.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. Okay. So I would like you all to tune in to what's being said to Jen. And then afterwards, we'll see what you guys got. Okay? Okay.
And how long is this the light language?
It's not gonna be that long.
Like 5 minutes?
No, less than
30
that.
Seconds?
I don't know.
Okay.
Like a minute or two.
I'm here. Yeah, I'm good. I don't have to monitor.
That's so linear of you.
Oh, well, you know how I am.
Oh, that's one thing I wanted to say. That's one of the thing I wanted to say too is that I wanted to say that light language is not linear. And what does that mean? So if I say, hi, hi, Jen. Hi. So what does that mean when I say, hi, Jen?
Are you high?
No. You're thinking too deep.
I know.
No, it just means, hi, Jen. It's a greeting. I'm saying hello to her. That's what that means. But so those of you who are just tuning in, this is a discussion about light language. What that is, I'm going to do a demo. I'm going to speak light language. And part of this purpose of this is to demystify it and make it less weird for you. So light language is the language of the soul. I feel like I need to recap for people who just
thank you. First replay.
You can figure it out. But I'm going to do a live demo now. Those of you who are watching, tune in, open your heart space, and see if you can relate what's being said through your heart, not your mind. Don't try to search for definition. Search through meaning through your heart center. Okay? Okay. So, Jen, all you have to do is breathe deep. Take nice deep breaths. Ite ishukuru anda. Ite kitsare inda. Dare ida. Dare ida ala entokurutsu. Ina ara. Ina ara. Na nara. Manina. Sutsu. Taki in ha. Nai 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 nai. Ishu wu 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 raketaki zitsa ha. Inna ikiri ya tsukuru lu 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 lu. The key, you, andala inna inna kirinda la la litsa. Ukura anda e shikeri ira. Tokoruko e ira. They zit 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 zut zut zut. The kri za 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 din juru. Ha. Eya. Ye kirita. Tokurukunda. Sotso. Shikeru kutso tatakaterita karkashundo. Ha. Ala. Sekeri ita. Toko. Shu. Utso wa ha. The kitsa na ara na nin toko ha yaha enda alai ikawa kawa. Okay, take my seat back. I could do this for a long time, but I'm gonna stop. I could do that. I could keep on going and going and going. All right, so let's take a nice deep breath. How do you feel?
Very relaxed. I feel like I was, I don't know, I feel like almost dizzy. Yeah, like relaxed. I went from unless you're like 3 or 4 people that talk to me all the time, this has been the week of people saying they're going to do something and a business side or social side not following through. So I've had rage in my heart because there are few things that piss me off, like injustices and people not following through. My follow through is pretty impeccable.
So don't say too much because I want to have them see what.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the rage, not much left after this.
Oh.
Yeah. So anger in my heart, which I'm not really an angry person.
No, you're not.
But today, in the last 3 days, it's frustration with idiots. So I'm sorry, but so very calm.
So you felt like
and chills. I literally got chills up and down my spine, like a lot, like more than I've gotten weeks.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you got a little healing as well.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. So
very
does anyone
clear? I feel like very more clear-headed.
Yeah, there was a release and a healing.
Like I literally had 5 million thoughts in my head the last few days, and all these things I have to do, which I still have to do, but they're not.
Well, good. Thank God for that. But I could have done that. To speak light language for me is a joy. I could do it for hours. But so, do you want me to share with you what I?
Yeah, and you can speak freely. Obviously.
Yeah. So that was a healing. Whenever you hear, a lot of times when those noises come out, they're like zzz, zzz, zzz.
Yeah.
It's an energetic clearing because sometimes expired energy or other people's energy or frustration is an energy, right?
Yeah.
Hangs out in our aura. So there was a clearing and a release, and there was a lot of energy around you, just a lot of energy like surrounding you, at you. Mm-hmm. And there was kind of like whoosh, a clearing to push that away. My legs I felt, and my lower and my heart I felt. Yeah, I actually, I know you released on Jen. Yeah, hi Paul.
Thank you.
I actually did feel a release in Jen's legs. So that's interesting that you felt that, Deb. So they kind of went up and down your middle, and then there was a release in your legs. But it also felt like they were talking about, balance with you. Mm-hmm. Like you're usually pretty good at being balanced.
Yeah. Lately, yeah.
Yeah, and it was talking about your ability to balance softness and the pushing work ethic too. Yeah. So to make sure that you're balanced with both.
Yeah, yeah.
And not neglect one over the other. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what they was kind of talking about. Like allow yourself to be, babied and held, but also, speak to that part of you that wants to push forward too. So
yeah, it's a dance.
Yeah, make sure you balance that. And also I think take care of yourself a little bit. I know you're pretty good at that, but I feel like a little bit more too. Like a little bit more softness. Like
right. That makes sense.
Yeah, so when I'm reading light language, it's like a feeling that I'm getting. It's not like I'm speaking the language to her and they're saying, this is what she needs to do, this. It's a feeling. So Paul John. So does anybody else, hello, hi Joanne. For those of you who watched when I spoke to Jen, does anyone want to share? So normally what we do in the class is people will say, oh, I felt this and this was a message for you and stuff like that.
I literally said right because I knew you were going to say. You didn't say, I'm like, right.
That's because we're connected. Yeah. So if you come June 14th, I'm doing the class and you'll be able to be part of that and get a personal read in light language and a healing. Essentially, you're getting a healing and, you're allowing yourself to plug in to a higher source and allowing that source to speed up your energy to help you release.
Hi, Nikki.
That's what the Amana source energy does. I think that's kind of about it.
Benefits?
The benefits to listening to light language, to going to a light language class, is to not only raise your vibration, to receive and download of information. It's almost like a boost, an energetic booster, a booster shot. Does that make sense? So, for anybody who wants to increase their gifts, their psychic abilities even, or their intuition, or even receive a healing, you have to create energetic space, right? I talk about this all the time. So let's say, you use your house as an example. Yeah. Jen's house is pretty clean. Her space is pretty clear. If it was full of all this crap, we couldn't do anything. We couldn't move. And sometimes it's like we have a room inside, right? But it's so full. My heart space feels very light. I feel at one point you were telling her to rise.
Yeah, I definitely need to let go today, Deb.
Yeah,
I'm usually not carrying around
to let go.
Stuff, but
yeah, definitely. Rise. Yeah, I felt that too.
Yeah,
that's
I
spot
do feel,
on, guys. Yeah,
feel
that's
lighter
great.
and less baggage.
Yeah. So, releasing that space, that's what this light language does. It's like an energetic boost that speeds up your own energy and allows you to let go.
Right.
Right?
Kind of like a good nap.
Yeah, a good nap or a clearing, like a
cup of mate or something.
Yeah. Like drinking
green juice,
wheatgrass, or something to cleanse you.
Yeah, that's a similar feeling actually. Yeah, because I drink wheatgrass a lot.
Yeah, something to cleanse. Like I always say too, we clean our car, we clean our house, we clean our workspace. How often do we clean our energy? We clean our bodies, and that's part of it, but also cleaning the energy.
Nikki was here. She spoke to me about that.
Oh,
I don't clear enough.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah,
I clean a lot, but I don't clear my energy.
Well, because I think a lot of us are on the go, right? We were going, doing, going. But the problem with that is that sometimes we just get so full of what we no longer need. My legs felt all the energy. It was wild. The lower legs, I felt that with her too.
Wonder
right
why.
Here. Maybe that's where you released through.
Yeah.
That might have been your exit point where the energy left.
Huh.
Energetic hygiene, so important. Yeah, very important.
Yeah, I need an energetic hygiene coach. I don't need another hygiene coach, but energetic hygiene.
Yeah.
Yeah, I need a reminder.
We all need, and so light language is it's great for clearing. Listening to it regularly will it's like a healing, cleansing, clearing, and it will also an attunement. It's an attunement, and it will also help you raise your intuition. Remember, because I said you're forced to listen with your heart and not with your head, right? Oh, good night, Deb. Yeah, so we're finishing up here. I think before I'll go, I'll speak light language as a final message to the collective group. Cool. Again, I'm doing the class June 14th if you want to check it out. And you can always, if you're not part of my email list or whatever, you can send me your email so you get all my class. Oh, putting up your energetic shield and protection is a good way to keep it. Yeah, it's definitely more. Phoenix. Yeah, maybe Jen needs to do that more.
Yeah, I don't do that. Thank you.
Definitely. Yeah, that's a great reminder. Yeah, every morning. So I'm glad Phoenix mentioned that. So for those of you who feel vulnerable to like an empath, like Jen so is, it's a good part of your daily routine. We make our coffee. Let's protect our energy. Right. So what I do is I bring in the heavenly light. I bring it down through all my chakras, down into the ground. I bring it back up into divine. And then I imagine a beautiful ball of light in my heart center and expand that.
Just you saying that, I'm like more centered right now. Literally just now.
So you can just,
I don't really do a lot of this stuff by myself.
Yeah.
It's not good.
Yeah. So you got to kind of, that's why going to classes can be helpful, or just, so you bring in the light from divine, you bring it through your crown center, all the way down, all your chakras. You can do this slow or fast. It only takes 2 minutes. So no excuses. If I don't have time, I'm going to be late for work. Yeah, you could do it in the car. I do it in the car sometimes. Yeah. You bring it all the way down from above, this liquid light, just all the way through all your chakras down into Mother Earth, through the roots of Earth. Feel the loving support of Gaia and her loving energy. And then you can bring that love back up through your legs, up into your heart, and out through back to divine.
I feel much better, I gotta tell you.
Yay!
I was literally like Mike Tyson vibes. I even posted that yesterday. I don't really post what's really going on, but I was like literally in fight mode yesterday, and I'm really not.
I'm glad.
It's cool. I don't want to fight anyone.
I don't want you to either.
I'm a lover.
So think about if we all practice this, what a more loving, peaceful world.
I
like to bring in the divine white light, and zipper technique works great.
Yeah, I like that too.
That's great, Phoenix. Yeah. And for those of you who don't know what that is, you just zip up.
It helps me too if I literally go like I'm going to take it in my hand, and then, I don't know, the hand motion seems to help the times I do it.
Yeah, that's good. For me. Whatever works for you.
Imagining it alone is like, but like,
well, because you're connecting the physical.
Yeah, I literally feel like, okay. Yeah, I'm very physical.
Yeah, so that's helpful. That's good. So whatever works for you. Also for me, I like to imagine like sometimes a dandelion puff in the middle of my heart, and I blow the puff out. And it's like a big puff all around me.
I like that.
And then in that puff, if I stay in that big bubble, I tune in. And if there's anything that doesn't feel like it belongs, I push it out. And then I keep that. Yeah. And also this is important for healers and anybody who works, let's say, with the general public. I mean, we all kind of do. If you want to help someone, right? Like if I'm counseling her and I don't have a big heart space, and it's kind of, I'm going to take in a lot of her stuff. Right? But if I keep my space large, I can still help her, but I'm helping her from an expanded place now, so I'm not sucking in her stuff. And I can help her better
keeping
now.
Your energy force strong.
Big
Hallie
Hoffman
strong. Messaged me today, the Fresh Greens.
Oh, really?
Keep your energy field strong. Give me a little pep talk.
That's beautiful. Yeah, the dandelion puff. Yeah, the puff. You can just imagine you have a dandelion puff and you blow it out.
Yeah, I like that.
Or Daniela Natra, she teaches like the spark of light. And you like
that.
Yeah. Yeah. So
anything, the last 2 classes.
Anything that works for you. So I think we're gonna settle down. Thank you. I'm gonna speak light language as a parting message for the collective, and then we're gonna part ways. But again,
Bill said I saw and felt rhythms.
Oh,
and it reminded me of something out of the Stargate show.
Bill,
I don't know what. Bill Couts, the legendary Bill Couts. Now Sarah doesn't really know you, but Tony does.
Bill. Yay!
Bill's a great guy. He's very sweet.
So we're gonna speak light language, Bill. Again, tell me what you feel this time. Energy boundaries are a great way to work with other people's energies. Yes, Phoenix.
Yeah.
Phoenix, you should do a Facebook Live.
Phoenix, you should be really famous if you're not already, because you have a really cool name.
And he has a lot of good information to share.
I have to meet him.
He's awesome. So,
well, hi, Phoenix.
So, blessings. Thank you, everyone, for watching. My heart is full of love. And this is Amana's message to you. I'm going to speak in light language. Okay. Cool. So there's much joy, much love, much laughter. Matakitsa. Dekia woa. Deki ri teke. Da shia woa. Ni ainam. Wotsataki ida, shekiri ida, tukurinda ala iteki maha, shukuwa atseliriyaha, poko alai. Thank you for watching. Yay! Much love to you all. Woohoo!
Thanks, guys.
And June 14th, Light Language Workshop. And then next weekend, I'm doing a healing class. So reach out if you have any desire to raise your vibration and let go of all the junk that we carry.
Yeah, if you feel a little cluttered or anxious or angry, like I felt today. Yay. Steaming pot of clams. I don't know why it was pot of clams.
And let us know if you want us to do a faceology Facebook Live.
Right, if you want us to figure out if you're with the right guy or girl, all you got to do is send us a picture of you two next to each other.
Awesome.
or two. Yeah. And based on the own rules that I made up, but I do have a pretty strong theory going, and a lot of people do agree with me, but that's where theories start from. Maybe it's a real thing. You just got to send a picture, and we will analyze the face to see if you match up. Yes. And, yeah.
Thank you for doing the video. So beautiful. Oh, thank you.
I could just post all my exes and everyone could be like, you guys have the exact same faces.
Yeah, so that'll be a good video.
And the recent one got back in touch with me and his face a lot fuller, so now maybe we'll be more compatible, because he was more of a thin oval, which is not going to work for me.
Thin.
And I'm like I'm a little meaty. So now he's a little meatier, so now maybe,
This is all based on...
It's all based on faceology and face shape matching.
Yeah. So this is how you should live your life.
Of course. This is the rules that I made up, so follow it.
All right, guys.
Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed. If you didn't, oh well.
Bye.
If you didn't like it, then you gotta get better taste. Bye.